Hi guys, I'm Starla and this is Bertha. Come on in. This is our front area. We have these rubber mats that we can take out and hose off and put back in. These are all originally coat racks and we hung them all up here to put little toddler shoes. This guy right here is the floor that we can put down over the stairs when the door is shut, and the kids use this whole area as an art room. We have all the kids' art stuff right here. So when we have this area shut up, they can just come up here and make a mess of this whole space and not destroy the living room. All of the adult shoes are in this area right here. This is the start of our living room. We have two identical sofas on either side of the room. And as you can see, these slats, they slide out and they meet in the middle to make a full-size bed. We have storage in both of the benches. This bench over here, we have filing, craft supplies, art supplies, and workout gear. This bench is our toiletry and our food backstop. On this wall, we have book storage for the kids down here and my books up here. And on the other side, we have our gallery wall. These pictures are just taped to the wall, which makes switching them out really easy. Curtains on either side. This is our kitchen. All of the hatches in the bus are original, they still work. As for screens to keep the bugs out, what we did is we have Velcro connected to lace, so you can take this lace down and machine wash it, and then the bugs don't fall on your hair when you're cooking dinner. Up here for kitchen storage, we have a wire shelf. When we're done washing all of our dishes, we don't need to put them anywhere to dry. We just put them back where they belong. We have a low flow faucet in the kitchen. It's called the altered nozzle. It saves 98% of water, and then if you're rinsing, you can switch it, and that still saves 80-something% of water. In here we have our oils, salt and pepper, cutting boards. This is our trash, recycling, and compost. Silverware, rags, oven mitts, bibs. This is our perishable drawer. In here is our dry storage for baking and cooking and all of our spices. This is our propane fireplace. Down here we have our refrigerator freezer combo. So everything up top and in the door are refrigerator. And then down here we have freezer and then freezer in the bottom half of the drawer. Two TV trays here if I would just want to do a quick meal for the kids. This is a convection oven and microwave combination unit. Down here we have all of our pots and pans and our induction stovetops. You just pull one of these out, plug them in, you're ready to go. We didn't want to get a range or a permanent stovetop. I really wanted to have this uninterrupted expansive countertop if we're doing meal prep or sewing, folding laundry. We also have fitted crib sheets. We put them on the sofas right here for when the kids are eating. It collects all the crumbs and food. Take them off, shake it into the compost bin, and you're all done. It's our bathroom. We have our medicine cabinet right here. We have all of our, what are these called? Drugs? This is our composting toilet. We do a urine separator, which is the Kildwick Classic. This whole bench right here lifts up. The urine is plumbed into the rest of our plumbing. Peat moss is right here. That's what we use for our cover material. Everything in here is waterproof. It can be peed all over. It's really easy to clean up. If we need to open up more space for cleaning, this front panel comes off entirely. It's stuck on with command hook picture hanging Velcro. Potty seat hangs on that hook right there for our toddler. The bathtub is a horse trough. It's got nice high sides. The three of them fit in there together, and when they're splashing, it keeps all the water contained. Even if it doesn't, the floor is completely waterproof also. All of the trim is a PVC waterproof trim, and it's caulked into place at the floor. Back here we have an extra drying rack for when we do laundry. We have a full-size washing machine in the bus, and what we do is we just hang dry our clothes. All of the hangers that we use to hang our clothes are stored right here. Water heater right here. It's propane indoor ventless. We have our air conditioning unit set up right now. Usually this is our dehumidifier, which is currently being stored at the foot of one of the bunks. It helps dry all the clothes in record time, especially since we don't have a dryer. This is the kids' room. We have 3 beds. Our oldest is in this one right now. This is just a wall-mounted baby gate that we put in this bunk. And then down beneath is usually our young toddler bed because they can get in and out easily. Down here we have toy storage. We've got 3 little sections. Over here we have blocks, animals, cars and planes. And then behind these under here, we have all of our extra chairs. It fits 4 chairs for when we have guests that come over for dinner. This carpet is made by a company called Floor. They are carpet tiles, and as you can see, they come up. If you get a stain on one that's really bad, you rip it up, you can wash it in the sink and then put it back. We have clothes storage here. Each boy gets a basket. And then behind these baskets, we have some more waterproof bins with seasonal things like coats and swimsuits. So there's pants, shirts, and pajamas in each basket. And that brings us to the master bedroom. This is my side over here. We have desks on either side of the room. This one we used mostly to keep the bassinet when the babies were born so they could sleep right next to us. You can also pull a chair out and use it as a desk. We each have 2 drawers, an underwear drawer, and we have a clothing drawer. Everything faces up so you can see it immediately and know what you're picking. Down here we have shoe cubbies, which are not always full of shoes. Sometimes they're just full of Batman. This is our little closet area. It's just a little hook that we hung up here, and we can store clothing that we don't want folded. Stool is up here, which we can take down if the kids want to get up in the bed, or they can just scale the walls. The flower collage is an ongoing project that I will be doing for the next 15 years. All the kids' books on the walls, they face forward so that they can see the pictures and pick what they want to read easily. Emergency exits all still work. What we did for locks is we have them zip tied on the inside so that the handle cannot be lifted. And when we want to get out, we just slide it off. So in case of an emergency, it's easy to get out. We also have a second fire extinguisher that we keep up here in the drawer, just a small one, in case a fire starts and we're in the back of the bus. Our Nest alarms talk to each other, so if there's a fire in the front area, this one will say that there's a fire up there, and vice versa. We'll also get alerts on our phone if we're gone.
Ready, in the hallway.
So when we bought the bus, it had these storage compartments. We use this now for tool storage, kind of like, you know, a garage. I do a lot of the maintenance on our cars and stuff, so I like to keep tools down here. We also keep our propane down here. Propane is hot water and our propane fireplace. So one tank of propane in the summer usually lasts us a couple months because we don't use that much for heat. Yeah, so in like just under a month, we'll go through both tanks in the wintertime, and it's like $20 to fill them or something. All of the gray water in the bus drains through plumbing that comes down through the floor, and it all runs out into a 35-gallon roll-away gray water tank, and then we can then dump that into a septic system that's on the property.
We've lived like this for 3.5 years now on this farm. I always used to daydream about like living in a spaceship, like the Millennium Falcon. It's got a kitchen, showers, bathrooms, living room. They have it all. Why don't we have things like that? Land ships. Building Bertha took a long time, like a year of weekends. You know, that was a long time for us. We wanted originally to be totally off-grid. You know, we're gonna grow our own food and raise livestock and harvest the rainwater. That whole like regen ag, homesteading, self-reliant thing is really cool. I admire people who can do that. But it's not many people. Then we like figured out how expensive solar batteries are, like deep cycle batteries. So our plans kind of got more realistic. And like, you know, we're modern people. We're jacked in. I like my internet and my Netflix just like the next guy. And I think at first the idea was just pragmatism, you know? How can we make this work better? It's about, you know, just living without many burdens. And then we fell in love with it though. With like learning, figuring out how to do new things, overcoming challenges. Actually living in it though was a whole different, I mean, that was hard. The first few weeks were like hell. You know, you get a system, you adjust to anything that you have to adjust to. And the system really works now. So if you put in the time to like develop a space like that, I think it pays off, you know? They're gonna be teenagers someday, and yeah, they're gonna want their own space. Maybe not. I think we're prepared for either eventuality. Whatever's next, it's gonna be small. We're not gonna have more than we need.
You put the chips in the cooler and they're gonna get soggy. And we don't have a pot and we don't have a pan, so we can't make the soup. And we don't have a can opener, so we can't make the tuna fish. And I have milk on my crotch. And there's milk on the avocado.
So
And I have to pee again.
let's go to Target and get some of that stuff that we need.
How much space is there right here?
How much space? Here, let's find out. It's me tall.
Before, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I just want to lay down and die. Can somebody help me, please?
Here, do you need a screw too?
No, I'll just use the force. It will just stick to the wall with magic.
Here's a screw too.
I'm actually not short enough for this.